Hi, I'm Rodney West, the functional lead at ISOS Technology. I'm here with Crystal Wise, one of our managed services leads. Today we're going to talk about cloud standard key features and functionality.
Great, Rodney. So one of the key things is Differentiator, right? Cloud Standard offers additional product features and functionality that go beyond the basic cloud offering. And we've rounded up a few of the most useful features in this video for you. So one great point to mention is that Jira Cloud Standard includes audit log functionality, which the free plan does not. So that's a great call out.
Yeah, and one of the key points on this is anybody who's done any Jira administration knows how important having access to those logs is, right? Basically somebody goes in and goes, hey, my project's busted, or, X, Y, and Z is busted. Okay, well, it worked 2 days ago. Let me find out why it's busted. So the first thing usually you do in those cases is you verify, okay, we see the problem. But then what you do usually, if you're doing on the admin side, is you go into the audit logs and you find out when schemes, fields, whatever related to that project may have changed. And having access to those is kind of an essential tool in your kit as a Jira administrator inside of cloud.
Right. So with the audit logs, so far the Jira admins can log into the admin console and they can see things like the project, the permission, the workflow, the screen, and customer field changes. So it's useful for diagnosing those problems and supporting security. So the next point to mention here is that Page Insights is an advantage over a free plan. So if anybody's not familiar with that, it's an analytics tool that shows like how many people have viewed the page and how much time they've spent on the page. So that's a great benefit as well. Have you had much experience with this, Rodney? What's your take on this?
So here's the interesting thing I find with this. It's a great tool for your content teams to use to basically make sure, hey, the content we're producing is actually being consumed. Is it useful? It's also a useful tool if you're trying to start to look at things to archive, to go, okay, yeah, these pages that get viewed a lot, why not? So giving you those analytics is awesome. On the opposite side of that, I actually run into a lot of clients that don't even realize this feature's there. They just may glance up and go, oh yeah, people are spending a minute on this page, right? And they're not doing the deeper dives into the insights to actually see, okay, who are the people that are actually viewing these pages? Is it useful for all the teams? Is it just the team that created it using it? A good example of this are like HR pages. If you have pages that are your HR pages, they're shown to the large organization, and you go in and you've got 5 people looking at that page and they're all in the HR team, then there's either some communications not going out to let people know about those pages, or people just don't feel those pages have useful information for them. So really, it's organizations, once they move up here, they should really look at their information architecture strategy. And if they don't have one, they actually need to look at implementing one. But basically go in and going, okay, which pages are useful, which pages aren't? What are our thresholds for archiving pages? What are our thresholds for revisions for pages? So it's really getting that deeper dive into what's actually going on at the page level that it ends up being really useful for your content teams, and it lets you get more use out of Confluence as something other than, oh yeah, there's a page for that in the wiki. Good luck finding it. So that's really what I see as the benefits of this is when you start to have this available to you, start leveraging it to make better content.
Great points, Rodney. So tell us some ways that ISOS can help with a ground to cloud migration.
ISOS can help move you off of server or data center up to cloud. So basically, whatever you're on-prem. Additionally, we can help if you have multiple cloud instances that have to be merged, either because you have different groups in your organization that have had their own instances, or you're actually acquiring organizations that have their own cloud instances and do mergers and acquisitions and you need to do merges. Additionally, we can help with more of a hybrid approach where you have some server or data center nodes that actually need to be pushed up to cloud, and those need to be merged to some cloud instances that already exist. So it's kind of that consolidation level. So it's the migration consolidation up to cloud. Outside of that, we can actually look at how you're currently using your instances and go, okay, is this the right tier for me? Is standard right for me? Should I stay on standard? Is this going to be for me long term? What am I looking for long term as far as this staying good for me, right? So how am I going to be able to scale with cloud over time? What's my roadmap look like there? And it's one of those things where organizations are all different. There are commonalities, but there's not a standard. You put everything into a calculator and it's like, okay, here's the tier you need. We actually go in and we'll analyze the way your business is using the tools, what your longer term goals are, and do the suggestions on what the right level of a cloud you actually want to go to is.
Those are some great points because no organization's needs are the same, right? So we have to assess and then come in and figure out how we can help teams improve their functionality in Atlassian tools.
I'm Rodney West, the functional lead at ISOS Technology. Thank you for joining Crystal and me today to discuss cloud standard key features and functionality. If you're interested in more details, download our white paper at isostech.com today.